Before we wrap up, I just thought it might be really valuable to just mention how much Claudel has worked to make that happen. I know a lot of times when we see and hear something like that, especially from someone as young as him, first thing that comes to our mind is, oh, well, it must be nice to be a drumming genius, you know. But you know, in reality, Claudel is just like my other students. When I give him an assignment for the first time, he's horrible at it. He really is. He can attest to this. And then he works on it, and a week later he's a little better, and then a week after that he's a little better, and then a month after that he's pretty good. And then we start saying, all right, well, now you're getting through it. Now let's see if we can use the metronome to work your tempo up. And sometimes we'll do something like we did this jazz exercise. It was a one-page thing, and we worked on it for 3 months before he could really play it. So you know, when you see Claudel moving really fast around the drums. I just want everyone to know that that's because for 6 years Claudel has been working on what we call the Percussive Arts Society's 40 international snare drum rudiments, which are these drumstick patterns that drummers work on to build the speed and agility in their hands. And we've been working on them very systematically over all these years with a metronome. They're working his tempos up and his tempos up. And now he's got the left foot going with the double bass drum. And the double bass drum story is an example of this all its own. He started mentioning a year and a half ago he wanted to get a double bass drum pedal. His mom was always so supportive of his musical endeavors. She sent me an email. She said, should I buy him a double bass drum pedal? And I said, no, don't do it. Don't do it. I said, he's not ready for it yet because we still have some other stuff I want him to be working on with just one bass drum pedal, and I don't want it to distract him and turn into a game. And I said, plus before he can really make the most of the pedal, there's some stuff we got to do. So I told him this, and he wasn't thrilled that I told his mom not to buy the pedal, but he said, all right, so what do we got to do? So I gave him a list of bass drum exercises that I had come up with and featured in a DVD I made about bass drum playing. And he did those exercises for a year and 2 months or 3 months every week with both feet. His right foot got it pretty quick. His left foot took months to get anywhere close to where his right foot was. But he just kept at it and kept at it, and every week I would check in. He was working with the metronome to get faster and faster because he had this vision in his mind that he would play double bass. And his mom, I gave his mom the green light to get the double pedal this past Christmas. She got him the pedal, he put it together, and he came into his lesson exactly 6 days later, and he was playing double bass at close to what I would consider a professional level of double bass playing. And but it wasn't a 6-day thing. It was the year and a half of tediously working with each foot to get up to that made it possible. And we mentioned that he got the brown belt. One of the things that he's had to do to get that brown belt is he's had to learn to read drumming music at an extremely high level. He's reading drum music at what I would consider to be a college level. In fact, we just finished the very book that